Hello and welcome to your GTA Online weekly update and Rockstar news. We have entered the final week of the Community Series Showcase, and as a result we're getting a huge variety of different community-made races. If you still haven't logged in during the showcase, you still have the chance to do so to receive a free $1 million given within 72 hours. But of course everyone this week can complete 5 Community Series jobs to receive $500,000. If you manage to complete the weekly challenge the last 2 weeks, this will be the final week that you need to complete to get the community collection, which is the Homie Sharp Tee, Benny's Fitted Cap, and the new Knuckle Dust delivery for the HVY Night Shark. The weekly challenge this week is to win 3 races, which will get you $100,000. As we always do, we get some bonus rewards this week. We earn 3 times on the Community Series, 6 times for GTA Plus members, 3 times on special vehicle work, 2 times on Mr. Favor work, 4 times for GTA Plus members, 3 times for money laundering missions for hands-on car wash, Higgins heli tours, and smoke on the water. And lastly, we're getting 2 times on hands-on car wash safe income. This week's FIB Priority is the Brute Force File, and the Salvage Yard robbery targets are the McTony robbery for the Overflowed Entity MT, the Podium robbery for the Karen Everon, and the Gangbanger robbery for the Weenie Issy Valley. None of these appear to be claimable. Premium Deluxe Motorsport has the Canis Kalahari, the BF Bifta, the Lampadati Pagali, the Ocelot Lynx, and the Bravado Viralair. Luxury Autos, on the other hand, has the Ennis Hardy in the new Grassroots livery, and the Karen Everon RS. The premium test ride is the Vapid FMJ MKV, and the standard test rides are the Hijack Rustin, the Lampadati Michele GT, and the Dinka Enduro. If you want to win yourself a free car, of course the LS Car Meet prize ride is the way to do it, and this week you need to place top 3 in the LS Car Meet series to win the Ennis Paragon S. If you're lucky enough to win the Lucky Wheel, you'll get yourself a Grotty Stinger TT. Discounts. The LSIA Vehicle Warehouse is completely free, as is the Joe Built Phantom Wedge. Executive officers are 50% off, the hands-on car wash property is 40% off, and we're getting 30% off the Overflowed Suzumi, the HVY Night Shark, the Ennis Euros, the Nagasaki Blazer Aqua, the Karen Everon RS, the Karen Previon, the Ubermark Rebler GTS, the Principe Electro, the Dinka Vindicator, and the Mammoth Patriot Stretch. The old man in the van is sadly not being as generous as he was last week, for he is just giving us 40% off the railgun and 40% off the military rifle, specifically for GTA Plus members. The premium race is taking off Lock to Super, the HSW time trial is Del Piero Beach to Murrieta Heights, and the standard time trial is LSIA. And now for rapid fire news. Rockstar released a background update that fixed a handful of issues, most notably the apartment trade-in money glitch that allowed players to make $500,000 every minute. The glitch worked to copy the sell value of a very expensive property onto a cheap property, which could then be sold repeatedly for that inflated value. Basically, you had a garage you could buy for $30K that sold for $500,000. Similar glitches have existed before, and not only does Rockstar always patch them, doing them is very risky as they can result in a ban or a character wipe. Grand Theft Auto 6 could feature a procedural glass breaking system for vehicles and props. Instead of relying on pre-baked animations, the idea is for the glass damage to be generated in real time. In other words, the glass will break in the way that you broke it, it won't just always show the same animation. This comes from a former Rockstar employee who mentioned on LinkedIn that they worked on a glass system for the company, and we can even see evidence of this system in Trailer 1 during the highway accident scene. Nvidia's CEO responded to Backlash over the recently unveiled DLSS 5, saying critics are completely wrong. In response to the claim that it's just an AI slop filter, he said, DLSS 5 fuses the controllability of the geometry and textures and everything about the game with generative AI. It's not post-processing at the frame level, it's generative control at the geometry level. Shortly after, the YouTuber Daniel Owen followed up with questions for Nvidia. He asked whether the system takes a 2D frame with motion vectors as input to generate the output, and they responded yes it does. This suggests that in practice it really is kind of like a layered filter over your game. Bottom line, there seems to be mixed messaging on DLSS 5 from Nvidia themselves. I'll say again that they should have just called it something different and left the original DLSS as image upscaling and frame generation. There have been multiple reports that the new Spiderman trailer has surpassed GTA 6's record for the most views on a trailer in 24 hours. While GTA 6's trailer reached around 475 million views, Spider-Man's exceeded 500 million. However, the devil is in the details. GTA 6's record only counted views on Rockstar's official posts on all of their social media combined. The Spider-Man trailer, on the other hand, was distributed across multiple accounts, including the actors, Sony, and Marvel, which likely contributed to the higher total. So while I don't think this is really a fair comparison, the Spider-Man trailer did technically surpass the GTA 6 trailer. Stephen Ogg, the actor for Trevor in GTA 5, recently discovered that his character is actually in GTA Online, and that he was actually the first main character to be featured in it. Unlike Ned Luke and Sean Fontino, the actors for Michael and Franklin, Stephen has played very little of the game, and this is often joked about. Honestly though, of the three characters, I think Trevor would absolutely be the least interested in playing GTA 5, so his disinterest in real life is at least true to the character.
Does GTA Online have any of the characters?
You're in it, dumbass.
I am?
Like, you're definitely in it. Yeah, you're definitely in it.
Yeah,
Me?
Steven, you was one of the first ones in it.
How does that work? I didn't even know I'm in GTA Online.
When you went back early, right after we finished, right after the game came out.
Yeah.
And they've just used all that ever since? What the fuck?
All right.
But they're not, they're not making money though, right?
A developer who worked on Red Dead Redemption 2's river systems recently made a video discussing the rivers in the recently released game Crimson Desert. They noted that they appear to be more advanced than Red Dead Redemption 2's system, and they may be using some form of live particle system.
I'm really liking it. I mean, there's all sorts of interesting things about how they're handling the water in this game. They're using effectively a live particle simulation. And again, upcoming video all on that, all on its own, where I'm going to be geeking out about this river in particular. Is really, really good. But finally, in my opinion, a game has come along that has done better rivers than RDR2.
I can honestly say, while this water is beautiful, and I hope GTA 6 can match it, this is definitely not on the top 10 list of things I care about for the game. A group of modders managed to get GTA 5 running through emulation on an iPhone 17 Pro Max. It is seemingly around 20 FPS and is clearly still in early development as the project isn't fully stable yet. The audio is also not enjoyable to listen to. We are now just 8 months away from Grand Theft Auto 6. Hopefully. In a recent interview, Strauss Zelnick, CEO of Rockstar's parent company Take-Two Interactive, dismissed claims that fans may be too old to enjoy GTA 6, saying, "If you fell in love with video games when you were 17 and you're now 40, guess what you still do? You play video games." He was also asked about in-game advertising in PC and console titles, and he responded, "Well, for free-to-play titles, yes. For titles which you've paid $70 or $80, no." This statement also suggests that the rumors that GTA 6 could cost $100 may be false. Zelnick also commented on AI in game development, saying the idea that it will be making hit games like GTA 6 anytime soon is laughable. The GTA Wiki team has announced that it has moved the wiki away from the wiki hosting service Fandom and is now fully independent, with the site available at gta.wiki. Fandom has been widely disliked for some time, with one of the biggest complaints being the increasingly aggressive use of ads. Its community creation policy has also become stricter around offensive language and graphic content, with heavy enforcement that even affects things like in-game adverts and voice lines. I personally approve of this move, and I will be using the new site, especially because that's the one that's going to be updated in the future. I recommend getting the browser extension Indie Wiki Buddy that will change your searches to show the better updated non-fandom wikis for games. There's a new theory that Jason from Grand Theft Auto 6 is loosely based on Christian Bale's character from the 2005 movie Harsh Times. The creator of this theory, John Dean NYC, notes that Bale plays a former Army Ranger named Jim Davis, who not only shares the same initials as Jason Duval, but they look quite similar as well. His ex-girlfriend is a Latina named Letty, which is similar to Lucia. He has an Army Ranger tattoo on his arm, just like Jason has a GTA equivalent Ranger tattoo, and he's a criminal who was rejected by the police, but is in the process of being recruited by shady feds to lead tactical units in South America. It's also heavily implied that he grew up around criminals, much like Jason. Whether or not you know of the movie, what do you think of this theory? I guess we won't know for sure until the game releases. The YouTuber Blurbs created a mod that turns Red Dead Redemption 2 into Elden Ring. It features Uncle as the final boss, with a near one-to-one boss cinematic, summon signs and messages that are voiced live by Twitch chat, a custom melee system with a full UI, working health bars, along with different spells and weapons. This is easily the most extensive mod for Red Dead Redemption 2 that I have ever seen, and you can watch his experience playing it on his YouTube channel. And now for clip of the week. where I picked the best clip you guys submitted to my Discord to win a $25 gift card for your platform of choice. This week's winner is Harry, who made a clearly very intentional stunt to save his mixed goods. The runner-up was Land Rover Man, who had a very only in Los Santos NPC interaction.
Had to make it from Rockford Hills.
I just punched this lady.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god, what the hell? Did she just stab me? Is this lady a mugger? Isaac, you have no idea.
Please clip it.
Make sure to submit your clips to my Discord next week for your chance to win. Many people last week questioned why I spoke about DarkViperAU's recent travels. The answer is honestly, I'm just a big fan. I think he arguably makes the best GTA content on YouTube, and I can't wait to see him play GTA 6. Maybe that's a hot take? I don't know. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you all next week.